Right, so bear with me on this one. I may have to take a couple of attempts to get it out there, get this out. Right, well, it's no news to anyone that watches my videos or looks at my stuff on Facebook that I've been saying that, for a while now, as far as I'm concerned, anyway, that we're living in a dictatorship, basically. And whereas we might not be having guns pointed at us on the streets and curfews and all this and that and the other, which is associated with such dictatorship, the government, plain and simple, the councils, the police, all the public servants really are not listening to a fucking word we're saying about anything. So, there might as well be a dictatorship because you can have all the pretend democracy you want in elections and so on and so forth, but at the end of the day, the Whitehall project remains the same, as we've seen with things like their multiculturalism and diversity, which, by the way, is not multiculturalism and diversity if it's forced down your throat, which was always my argument about that. But yeah, basically, if the government's not listening, then it's a dictatorship, isn't it? Because you're not going to get anything achieved. And this brings me nicely to the subject for today. I've just had a phone call from my mate with a burger van. Vis-a-vis the two videos I did last night. As I said, this is ongoing because he continues to go through this paperwork. Well, it turns out that this is a second hearing. And it's a second hearing because, thankfully, in this case, the magistrate obviously had some sense and wasn't bought and paid for, whoever it was, I don't know. Because the council took this to court without even telling my mate. So they obviously thought they could just swat it there, get the verdict they wanted, and the first thing he'd know about it would be a warrant for the money or whatever, Anyway, they have been told to sod off, and a read date has been set because the magistrate wanted him in court to explain his side of the story. Funnily enough. So there you have it, really. I mean, God, how much more proof do you need? With all the stuff me and my mate have been through, with all these sort of malicious prosecutions and him being nicked when police had no evidence and all this sort of thing. These people think they can just, not even tell you you're going to court. And their hope, obviously, was that the first thing my mate would know about it was that he'd get some kind of demand for money. I can't actually, for all the stuff I've been through and realising, about the media blackout and how bent the police are and stuff like this. And we're talking about people who can't even put the right name on a court summons form, But I can't get my head around this one. They actually went to court without him. They actually didn't even tell him they were going to court. I mean, it really... Oh. Anyway, this is getting very interesting now, and I'm sure... I'm sure things are heating up, because if they're trying tricks like this, then there must be an absolute desperation. I don't know, but anyway, that's not the point. But just remember, if you get some kind of summons through the door or demand for money, it may have been decided in your absence. Dear, oh dear. Germany, 1939.